A Fox 17 update in the situation regarding Christina Caramo and an order given earlier this week by a Kent County Circuit Court judge. Judge J. Rosif Rossi said Tuesday that Caramo was properly removed at a January meeting and that she can no longer call herself chairperson of the Michigan GOP.
But Caramo announced earlier today that she was planning to take the preliminary injunction that was issued against her to the state appeals court, hoping that the higher court would reevaluate the decision. Well, within a few hours of that announcement, the appeals court issued a preliminary decision in the case. They said in a court filing that they will be taking up the case, looking at the decision issued by Judge Rossi. In her appeal, Caramo asked for that previous injunction to be thrown out. The appeals court decided against that portion of her request.
Caramo is still not allowed to refer to herself as party chair. Former Congressman Pete Hoekstra will remain the recognized chair of the party. And our Eileen Gould sat down with Hoekstra today to discuss what comes next.
Yeah, for months, the Republican Party has been plagued by leadership problems and plenty of uncertainty. But as things continue to play out in court, Hoekstra is not wasting any time and tells me his focus is electing Republicans up and down the ballot come November. Election day in Michigan, bringing along not one,
I won in court, you won at the ballot,
but two victories for Pete Hoekstra and Donald Trump.
President Donald J. Trump, say hello to your supporters here in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Trump's victory in Michigan punctuated by Hoekstra's victory in court.
This was a great day, and Pete, congratulations. You'll be a fantastic chairman, one of the best ever.
On election night, the former president giving his marching orders.
We have a very simple task. We have to win on November 5th.
And Hoekstra is making that his priority.
We're focused on the election. The job of the state party is to help our candidates win elections and to frame the issues. And that's what we're working on.
Hoekstra says it's not the person, but the issues that will dominate at the ballot.
It is Donald Trump, so there will obviously be some personality drama. But at the end of the day, it's about inflation, cost of groceries, cost of gas. It's going to be about security, safety.
And when asked about the former president's ongoing legal battles, he doubles down.
I think that's going to have a minimal, if any, impact. You know, people back home aren't fixated on that.
President Trump won the Michigan primary on Tuesday with 68% of the vote, earning him 12 of the 16 delegates up for grabs. Now, Michigan Republicans look to the caucus in Grand Rapids on Saturday, where they'll determine who gets the remaining 39 delegates. But before Hoekstra took over, the former chair, Christina Caramo, scheduled the convention to be in Detroit. It's unclear what will happen on the east side, but Hoekstra says Caramo and her supporters are more than welcome.
They'll be welcome, and we'll hopefully keep all the discourse, a civil discourse, and we'll move forward.
His plan for moving forward, rebuilding and reuniting a party that's been hit by leadership and financial problems. His starting point?
Phone calls, and present the agenda.
Even if that phone call is a celebratory one.
We're going to win big, and it's going to be like nothing that anybody has ever seen. It's going to be fantastic. We win Michigan. We win the whole thing.
Again, the reason Michigan has both a primary election and a caucus goes back to a compromise made with the Republican National Committee. After Michigan state lawmakers moved the primary date to February 27th, that early date violated RNC rules. I will be there on Saturday and will bring you the latest both on air and online. For now, in the studio, Eileen Gould, Fox 17 News.